Hi, and welcome to Releases Galore. I'm Myles, I'm a staff product manager here at GitHub, and I've been working with a number of hubbers to improve the GitHub releases experience for our developers and maintainers across the platform. And you may be wondering, what is Releases Galore? Releases Galore right now is about 4 different things that we've done to improve releases. The first is introducing automatically generated release notes. We interviewed a number of maintainers, and this was the #1 request that all of them had. The next thing that we did was a big refresh of the UI of releases. We wanted to make releases look compelling and something that maintainers would be proud to share and consumers would be excited to read. Some people like to write release notes and put them on blogs. We wanted to make it so that people could do everything right on GitHub and it could look amazing. We also want to make sure you could automate all of this. So we added new functionality to the GitHub API to make it easier than ever to automate releases, and have done a bunch of tests to make sure that it works right out of the box with GitHub Actions. And fixing lots of paper cuts along the way, making it a better experience overall and leaving things better than we found it. So here at GitHub, we're all about demos, not memos. So let's get right into the content. Here you can see my repository, Node.osc. This was actually the first package that I worked with when I got started with Node.js. And it's something I've been maintaining for at least almost 10 years probably now at this point. Now, what's really cool about it is I did not have release notes for the longest time, but with this new release notes feature, I am actually able to go through and get release notes in there. So if we go to the pull request, we could see that I do have a pull request I haven't landed yet to add caching to setup node. This is a cool new feature where you can add cache npm into your setup node instructions, and all of your workflows that are running will share a cache so everything can run faster. I'm going to squash and merge this pull request, and now I'm ready to release it to the world. Formerly, I would have had to have gone in, I would have had to have updated my repo locally with all the changes. I'd have to run a command locally and then push it. But instead, we're going to go in and we're going to run this action that I've got called bump version. And it's a manually run workflow, so I can go here. I could type in the type of release that I want, which is patch, and click run workflow. And this is great. It's going to kick off the workflow and do everything to create this release. You can take a quick look here under workflows and see what it's doing. Bump version is checking out the repo. It's then setting up Node. It is then running install, and then it is pushing the tags that I'm creating by running npm version. And when it's done, it's going to automate creating a release. Well, it goes ahead and does all of that work. I'm going to go ahead and hop into this other repository called Release Notes Test. It's a little bit more of a toy repository to show you what it looks like to make releases in the UI. One of the really cool things that we're taking advantage of here is the new .github/release YAML file, where we've got all these different categories that I'm creating so we could organize the release notes based on labels to pull requests. So here we could see that we've got a breaking changes title where the label is breaking changes. And all of these can make sure that if you label your PRs properly, you get really great looking notes. So I'm going to go here into releases. I'm going to draft a new release. This is a breaking change. So I'm going to go v2 to 200. Rather than clicking create new tag, I'm actually going to hit enter, which I don't know if any of you got hit by that before, but that actually used to publish the release, and I would accidentally make lots of releases doing that. And now we've got this button here, auto generate release notes. I'm going to give it a click. And just like that, we've generated all the notes for the release. We could see that we've got breaking changes, bugs, fixes, and other changes, including docs. And it even was nice enough to recognize that it was my first time contributing to this repository. So I can go down here. I'm going to hit publish. And there we go. Here's a beautiful looking release with all the things that we want in there ready to go. Now, if we head back to the Node.osc repo and click here, and we could see that we're already done with creating the last release that we needed, 6.1.10. It's gone and published to NPM and created the GitHub release. So if I go here, I can actually see 1 minute ago, it created the 6.1.10. It has my PR that you saw me land right there, was the only change that it was in there. I can click on the full change log, and I could see all the commits that were part of the release and all the changes that came with it. And we're good to go. It's super awesome. I'm really, really happy with how great this flow is. Thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate you giving me your time. Can't wait to see all of your releases here on github.com. Have a great day.